Hey everyone, Teo here. Today I'm going to review the LG PuriCure Wearable Air Purifier and the sanitization case for it. There are two parts to this video. The first part is me unboxing everything, showing you the things included and talk about the features. The second part is the real world review where I talk about how practical this is in the real world and who this really is for. Now this video is sponsored by LG in the sense that these are review units, but I'm not paid to make this video. I'm going to unbox the PuriCure Wearable Air Purifier first, followed by the case later. So let's take a look and see what's included. So this is the air purifier. The packaging is actually quite nice. This design looks really nice. All the edges are rounded off very nicely, and I really like the smooth matte texture on the front as well as on the back. And the build quality is very solid. It doesn't flex at all. There is some weight to it, especially if you compare this to cloth or those disposable masks, but this has more features obviously. So this is where you can install the HEPA filter. This is the built-in fan. It has 3 speeds, low, medium and high. At the lowest speed, battery life can last up to 8 hours, and at the higher speed, 2 hours. On the other side, it's the same except there is this power button, and this button also allows you to change the speed of the fan. This does look pretty cool. Air will go in through the holes here at the top and bottom, and exhaust out from here through the bottom. This ear strap has this very nice smooth cloth material, and this is removable, so if you want to wash this in your washing machine you can do so. And this is also replaceable, so you can buy all the spare parts from LG if you need to. The air intake hole is here, by the way, and these things here are for attaching the face guard, which was inside the plastic bag earlier. By the way, all the accessories should be sealed inside plastic, so it's very easy to install this face guard, very easy to remove it as well, so you can clean this very easily too. And inside this box we have the warranty info. This unit comes with 1 year warranty. This is the owner's manual. I highly recommend you read through this to find out all the features as well as how you can install all the different parts or find out what are the available spare parts you can buy. Anyway, I'll go through most of the things inside this manual in this video. This is the inner cover that you can put inside the face guard to make it more comfortable for you to wear. There are 10 pieces included. USB-C to USB Type-A charging cable. HEPA filters, 2 of them. I've already cut the back. So these H13 HEPA filters, they are said to be able to filter out up to 99% of airborne bacteria and up to 99.7% virus, so that's actually quite impressive. To install this, just make sure the arrow is pointing up, put it inside the cover and click it back in. The lifespan for this filter is about 1 month if you use it for 10 hours each day. The last 2 items in this box are this soft carrying case. This material is quite thick. The texture is velvet, very soft, and there is this small bag inside here, mesh bag. Very nice with drawstring. And this is the strap extender. This is flexible, but this does not stretch. This is the inner cover. So to install it, just slot it into the face guard like this. This is basically to prevent your nose from touching the plastic part. And this is disposable, so when it looks dirty or when it feels like it's dirty, you can just throw it away and replace it. By the way, this is medical grade silicone, and you can see the holes here on this side that go down all the way here and back up. There is some flex to it, so it's going to flex to fit to the contour of your face. The ear straps or ear loops can be tightened very easily by pulling this part here. Now when you use this for long periods of time, and this applies to all types of masks, the ear strap is going to apply some pressure to the back of your ears. So to make it more comfortable for your ears, you can use this ear strap extender. Hook it here and here, and wear it like this so that you can see this will pull the ear strap back, and this will not be in contact with the back of your ear to relieve the pressure there. With the extender, I find that when you wear this normally, the extender will actually move down towards your neck, and this part here is going to apply some pressure to the top of your ear. So what I like to do is to actually create a loop here at the top. Basically just loop it one more round like this. This extra loop here will prevent the extender from sliding down to my neck, and this part here will go to the back of my head, and this will not touch the top of my ear, this will not touch the back of my ear, so my ears are going to be like way more comfortable. Wearing this with the extender is going to make it feel more secure, but of course you can just tighten the ear straps to make it more secure. It's just an additional option for you. This is the sanitizing case. This is a separate purchase. This is 199 Singapore dollars. This is 229. So this comes with a USB Type A to Type C charging cable. By the way, there's no wall charger included. It looks very nice as well. The build quality for this case is very solid as well. It has the same smooth matte texture throughout. 4 rubber feet at the bottom. Power button. And let's see what's inside. Wow. This unit uses the LG UV Nano Sanitization technology. Basically, it's going to use UV to kill the germs in 30 minutes. And there is this charging port there, which is removable. Wow, the magnet is quite strong. You just have to connect this here. So now that you have this here, you can place this whole thing inside the case for the UV sanitization process, which is going to take up to 30 minutes. It's also going to charge the air purifier. A full charge will take 2 hours. You can also use this case to sanitize other items like maybe your phone. This phone has a 6.7 or 6.9 inch display, so it can fit a big phone. You can also sanitize your earphones if you want to, or even your spectacles. Let's connect the USB-C cable. Now do note the power requirements here and use the appropriate power adapter or powered USB port. These are the different functions for the case. The sanitization function, the drying function for drying the filters. It takes 4 hours to dry the filters, which is quite long. Unfortunately, here in Singapore it's quite humid, so it's not surprising that it takes such a long time to dry the filters. So that's the battery life indicator, and there's also this Wi-Fi icon here. You can connect the case to the LG ThinkQ app, in which case it's going to monitor your usage, then notify you when the filters need to be changed. So to use the features or functions, just press the power button and it will switch between the different features, and it will turn off by itself once the drying or the sanitization is done. As you can see, it's bigger compared to disposable masks. This is how it looks on the side. So this is definitely going to get you some attention when you are wearing this outdoors, so it will take some time to get used to being self-conscious and self-aware. The weight is very manageable, as in I actually wore this to write my text review for more than 1 hour, and it's comfortable enough, so no problems with the weight. One thing that surprised me about this device is there is actually a sensor somewhere inside that will detect your breathing cycle. So when you breathe in, the sensor will cause the fans to spin faster to allow for more air intake, and when you breathe out, the fans will slow down, and it works surprisingly well. The sensor is very sensitive. You just have to breathe in slightly, the fans will start spinning. There is very minimal fan noise. You can hear the fan noise only if you are in a room where there is no ambient noise. So if you go to your kitchen or your living room, or if you are working in an office environment with air conditioning with other employees around, you are not going to hear the fan noise. In fact, when I'm wearing this in the living room, I wasn't able to hear the fan noise unless I'm really listening for it. So sometimes I don't even know that the power is on because I wasn't able to hear the fan noise. Alright, I have been using this for 2 weeks. I wore this while I brought my kid to the childcare on a bicycle. I wore this while skateboarding to the post office. I also wore this indoors. I wore this for 4 hours while typing the tax review. Just to give you the bottom line up front, this is really for a very specific group of users, for people who have sensitive nose, for people who are working in environments where the air quality is bad, and for people who wear masks but for some reason the quality of those masks doesn't live up to your standards. So over the past 2 weeks while I'm using this, it's comfortable enough to wear. The weight is not an issue. In fact, I was using this on my skateboard and I have no issues with this wobbling up and down. It looks good. It's going to draw a lot of attention because this is unlike typical masks that people wear. This looks quite big, and also there's the light there that catches people's attention. But basically this looks different compared to all other masks that people are wearing, so you are going to draw attention to yourself. It's going to make you feel more self-conscious, and it's going to take a while for you to get used to the feeling of being more self-conscious. And while wearing this, I find that it's a bit difficult to talk to people because the voice is muffled, because now there is this piece of plastic in front that blocks your voice. So yeah, if you do a lot of talking, then that could be a big issue. But in terms of functionality, it performs exactly as advertised. The fans work really well. The sensors are really sensitive. You can breathe in slightly and the fans will start spinning, and the breathing cycle, the speed is actually more than sufficient to match your breathing speed. So airflow is very good. One thing I do notice is I tend to sweat a bit more while wearing this, especially outdoors. So if you're going to be using this outdoors for extended periods of time, be prepared to sweat a bit more, especially around the lips, because this area here, it's enclosed, so while air can go out, moisture doesn't go out that easily. So this area here is going to have a bit more sweat, and you can feel it. If you are just wearing this for short periods of time while you are outside, for example, you are just wearing this, taking the public transport to your office, for that short period of time, it's alright. I don't think you're going to sweat that much. The HEPA filters, well, they are as advertised. They will filter out dust, virus, bacteria, but they will not filter out smell. So this is not going to filter out cigarette smell, rubbish smell, and traffic exhaust smell, but it's going to filter out all the dust particles. So that's something you should note. It's not going to filter out smell. For maintenance, this is very easy to maintain. This is very easy to clean. All the removable parts, you can replace them very easily. You can swap them out, like the ear straps, the face guard, the cover, the HEPA filters, all that can be replaced, and the parts are sold directly from LG. However, if you're going to replace the parts regularly, that is going to add up to the cost, so that's something to keep in mind. The sanitization case works well, and you can use this with other items like your specs, your earphones. This is very useful when it comes to drying the air purifier, because remember, this is going to have a lot of moisture when you are wearing it, and there's no easy way for the moisture to come out through the exhaust. So yeah, using this is going to dry this much faster. This is not advertised as something you can wear for workout. I'm not too sure about the health effects of wearing something like this for a workout, so yeah, I cannot say too much about that, but while I'm on the bicycle, while I'm on the skateboard. The fans are able to keep up with my increased breathing speed, but it also made me sweat a bit more, like way more. So that's something to take note of if you are actually thinking of buying something like this to work out, maybe in a gym. All right, battery life is good, as advertised, up to 8 hours with the fans at low speed, and there is the auto power off when there is 20 seconds of inactivity. I find that to be quite useful because when I take off the mask, I don't want to always have to power this now. So this will power off very quickly on its own. All right, is this worth the money, and who this is really for? If you have really sensitive nose, or if you are working in environments where the air quality is bad, under those situations, I think this mask will be exceptionally useful. However, if you are currently using masks like this and they are working well for you, then there is really no major reason why you may want to go for something like this. This is selling for 229 Singapore dollars. This is 199 Singapore dollars. So only you can decide whether or not this is worth your money, depending on the features that you may need. All right, if you are interested to buy this, you can get this from Best Denki, Courts, Lazada, Shopee, and Chris Shop. All the links to where you can find this online will be in the video description below. And this concludes my full review of the LG PuriCure Wearable Air Purifier.